Namaste! Welcome to my yoga center, where I get to learn, to teach, and to live every day. My name is Dira or Natalie. I like to show you some impressions of how I teach yoga, so grab your mat and enjoy. Now, for a variation of Chandra Namaskara, our moon salutation, consciously stand in front of your mat. Lift your toes up and let them rest, starting with your pinky toe. And then slightly bend your knees, tilt your hip forward and let your shoulders melt into the ground. Inhale, exhale, come into Namaste, and inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Then come down into standing forward fold, Padahastasana. Now make sure you stay on your own mat. It's not important in yoga whether or not your hands touch the ground in forward fold. It's only important what happens in your mind on the way down. In Chandra Namaskar, we start with our left foot. Take your left foot, place it behind you, and come into sprinter position or low lunge. Enjoy the stretch in your left hip, in your iliopsoas and your hamstrings. Now you have three possibilities to deepen your stretch. You can stay as is. You can also come up and put your elbows in a crossed position on your right knee, or you can use your cork block. Remember that three different heights in a cork block, in a yoga block, like so. You can use your cork block or come into winged dragon position all the way down, letting your right knee fall to the ground. Now we all meet again with our elbows crossed on our right knee. Now put your hands into Kali Mudra, interlacing your fingers, only your index fingers touch each other. And then you inhale and you come into a back bend position. And you see your whole body become a half moon from your index fingers down to your left toes. Enjoy the stretch also in your costal muscles here, making pranayama easier and easier from time to time. Come back down, let your elbows rest on your right knee, place your hands to the left and right of your right foot, and let your left foot join your right one. Come into Padahastasana. You can place the edge of your hands into your elbows. Come even closer to the ground. Let your jaw rest and let your spine stretch. Now bend your knees. Inhale, come into Tadasana. Exhale, Namaste. Now for Anuloma Viloma or alternate nostril breathing, just relax your shoulders by first pulling them up to your ears. Inhale deeply and exhaling, letting them rest. Now we have two different mudras. We have our chin mudra, meaning our index finger bows in front of our thumb, the ego bowing in front of the divine. Your right hand is in Vishnu mudra, meaning your index finger as well as your middle finger is folded to the palm of your hand. Now, you take your right hand, place it in front of your face. My suggestion would be to lift it 1 centimeter higher than you intuitively would. This way you use less pressure on your hands and you can relax your right shoulder more. Now inhale deeply and exhale completely. Close your right nostril and gently and swiftly breathe in on the count of 4 with your left nostril. Close your left nostril. Now we're going to practice 5 rounds in an intermediate pace of 4-16-8. While you enjoy breath retention phase now, you can concentrate on your abdomen and enjoy a warm sun radiating and surpassing all boundaries of your body. Now open your right nostril again and gently exhale on the count of 8. Using the whole time frame on 6, on 7, on 8. Deeply inhale on your right. Close your right nostril now and enjoy stillness of breath. If you'd like to and you are familiar with it, you can practice your Mula Bandha as well as your Uddiyana Bandha, your Jalandhara Bandha, and making it Maha Bandha. Completely valid to stay as is and just enjoy the warm sun radiating in your abdomen. Now open your left nostril and gently exhale on your left. Now for our Vinyasa flow, grab your cork block and remember there are 3 heights to your cork block. This is number 1, number 2 and the third one. Place your cork block on the left of your mat. Now we start just like we would in Sun Salutation, Surya Namaskar. So inhale, exhale, come into Namaste, inhale, Tadasana, exhale, standing forward fold. Now take your right foot back and come into sprinter position or low lunge. Now lift your right knee up and let your left sole as well as your right toes come together, giving you strength in your legs. Place your cork block to the right of your left foot. Choose your height. Then take your left hand and place it on the ankle of your left foot. Press with your sole, with your left sole, into the ground. This gives you strength in your legs. Now press into the ground on your left and come up into standing split with your right foot elevated in the air. This is a very challenging position, so make sure you don't overdo it, but enjoy the strength this asana gives you in your left leg. Our next pranayama technique is the gorilla, which is a cleansing technique. It cleanses our lungs, it helps our alveoli to cleanse our lungs, and is kind of a garbage disposal technique for our whole air system. On your inhalation, you take your arms up like so. Now exhale and burst via your mouth, placing your hands on your knees. If you're familiar with it, you can practice your Ragansara. Hold your breath, but don't overdo it. On your inhalation impulse, you inhale deeply. And now with your fingertips, tap your lungs, all the places you can find. Don't forget your back. Don't forget your coastal muscles. Say hello to them. Get energized. Cleanse your lungs. And exhale. Second round, inhale. Hold your breath and in bursts, exhale. Again, breath retention phase can be used for Agnisara. Upon your inhalation impulse, you inhale. And now take the palm of your hands. Say hello to your lungs. And exhale. Third and final round of our gorilla now. Breathe in. And for our third round, we would like to tap our lungs with our fists. So inhale deeply. Feel energized. This is also a great pranayama technique in the morning when you're a bit sleepy and you need to wake up. We start our Yin Yoga pose, Sleeping Swan, in four-legged position, making sure we find right angles everywhere in our body and that our hands are placed underneath our shoulders. Now, an easy way to get into Sleeping Swan is to pull your right leg to the front, to the right hand, and to push your left leg back. Now you might want to grab a bolster for this and place it underneath your right hip. This is a very good execution of Sleeping Swan, but you can also change the angle in your right leg, for example like so, making it parallel to your mat. Inhale in an upright position. And then lean forward and enjoy the stretch in your right buttock. So here's the book I wrote, the big yoga alignment book for intermediate and expert levels. And I was asked to write this book as a ghostwriter, so here's my name. It has 340 pages. Apart from yoga asanas and the practice of yoga, there is also a big part about yoga philosophy, psychology, as well as information on energetic effects of yoga asana. The concept is based on 7 levels, different levels for your asana, skeletal and muscular, as well as neural, cardiovascular, lymph and immune system, endocrinological level, as well as the energetic level. So each asana is looked at on account of each of those levels. Here are different cards I like to use during my yoga classes. For example, I have cards you can buy on the internet, but also cards with asanas and flows I was lucky to learn by other teachers, and which I immediately had to write down to use them in my own classes. I use aromatic oils. I regularly explain to my students that a bone is not a bone and can look very different, and thus making flexibility not a topic of your muscles, but oftentimes of your bones. And I like to explain how fascia look like when they are healthy versus when they are not. Now, I hope you enjoyed my little demonstration, and I would like to add that I can teach Hatha yoga, Yin yoga, and Vinyasa yoga for intermediate, expert, but also for beginner levels. If you'd like to reach out, please do. Namaste.